Yes, Lydia, we are live. I'm really excited. We haven't done this in a while. And the reason why we haven't done this in a while is because I personally have been extremely busy starting this new venture
Okay.
with EXP and, making sure that everybody is getting all the right stuff, plus still selling and stuff like that. But we're back. A lot of people have joined since, our last broadcast, but I did want to get Lydia on here because honestly, I don't have. It's not good to pick favorites. All of my revenue share is my favorites, but Lydia has an awesome story. I love hanging out with her and talking with her all the time. She's super experienced, and we have her on today, and we're gonna find out a lot about Lydia today. We're gonna find out about her experience in real estate first and foremost, and then we're going to get a little bit about the stuff that she was thinking about when she joined EXP and how she likes it now. So, Lydia, let's just start with why don't you tell Facebook here and YouTube for that matter, just let us know about your experience in real estate when you started and things like that.
I started real estate in 2008. It's been 12 years
Right.
soon. I started with Remax. Then I went to Right at Home, Forest Hill, other companies, and then I went back to Remax.
Hmm.
1 year and a half, I was introduced to EXP, but I kind of didn't get it. I thought,
Hmm.
no, I want to go in the office. I want to meet my peers in the office. I want to have a location where I can
Right.
go. So I joined just recently
Yeah.
EXP just because of you. You could explain to me exactly what I needed to hear, probably.
Ex- Exactly. Okay, good. So, I mean, yeah, I remember when I was talking with you, I was really excited, just because you are a very experienced agent and you're selling a lot of houses. In my books, you're a top producer and beyond. I think you're going to be really good. And I know you really loved Remax. I love Remax too, actually. I was a part of Remax for a little while. I was also part of Royal
It was like
LePage.
my family.
Remax was your family, yeah. Yeah, explain that for a little bit, like for the audience. I mean, you loved Remax, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, you were like wearing the
I never
Remax.
thought I'll leave Remax. Actually, I thought that's for life. I
Yeah,
did all my marketing. I said I'm not ever changing the company.
yeah. You
Then
know,
one day just happened.
yeah, same thing happened to me. I mean, I enjoyed my time with Remax. The company, the Remax that I was with, I probably would have never left. Well, I'll never say never because there was no EXP back then. But I mean, I was really happy there. I was happy with the broker, but the Remax I was with kind of fell under for whatever reasons. The broker there, the whole company fell under, so I was forced to move. And then I went to Royal LePage, and I was really happy at Royal LePage. It was an amazing company. So I get it. Like I mean, there's a lot of good companies out there. So here both of us are loving our companies, and people kind of know my story. So let's get right into it. Let's just segue. So you love your company, and all of a sudden, you hear about EXP about a year and a half ago, and you really didn't do a lot of research. But when you started doing research, I'm assuming you liked it because you're on it now. So walk us through that. Walk us through that and why you kind of what changed your mind.
Um, when I realized that EXP has it all, like they have ready to go lead generation system, I was
Right,
struggling with that.
right.
Like I never had that actually. Can I
Hmm.
tell you a secret?
Yeah, sure.
This
Tell me.
this week I had a property boost in KV Core for a property. I
Yeah.
got 80 leads and I
Oh,
have two contracts.
hold on. I didn't know this.
I never
So
had that.
So you did one property boost on KV Core. Whoever's using KV Core right now will understand our language. If you do not know what we're talking about, just bear with us, and you can always reach out to Lydia, and she could explain to you what we're talking about here. But okay, so you did a property boost on KV Core.
I didn't know that exists even because I don't know many things how to do in KV Core. I'm just learning now. So I
Yeah,
got an email, you can boost your property, right? And I said,
yeah.
oh boy, I'm not so good with technologies. I don't know how to boost this property.
It was one button.
I pressed the button and they said you are on. So and my seller gets a notification every day. Today, 3,000 people saw your property boosted by Lidia Zamostean.
Hold on. Let me stop you here because you are giving away golden nuggets. Golden nugget number one. You didn't know anything about how to boost a property on,
No,
but all you did was press one button. I can vouch for that. All you do is you go onto your KV Core, which you get for free with EXP Realty. They provide you this amazing system. You press a button and your property boosts. What property boost means is you are advertising this property. Nugget number two, okay? Your seller, the one that you walked in and said, look, Lydia is going to do the best to expose your property, is getting this information. Did I hear you right?
yes, they get text messages and email every day at the end of the day. How many people viewed their property? How many people inquired information
Wow.
about it?
So now you're like, your seller is super impressed.
Or
They're
they
going to
said,
be,
nobody did that for us. The house was 3 months on the market and it's 10 days on the market. I have 2 offers already.
wow, that's amazing. Okay.
So I love this company. That's why now I think, oh my God, why? I wish I have been joining earlier.
All timing is divine, my dear. Don't worry about that. This was your time, and this is what we're going to do. So let me get back to this. Okay, so now the seller not only does think Lydia is amazing because she's getting all these notifications that 3,000 people, and all she did was press a button, by the way. Okay, seller thinks she's amazing. Not only is the seller happy, this is going to help her get raving fans because the whole idea is to get referrals, R&R, repeat and referral business. That's where you want to go to. So when this property is all said and done, this seller is going to rant and rave about Lydia. All she did was press a button. This is not all she did. Lydia is an amazing real estate agent. Let's not
No,
take
but
that
I
away.
didn't know the system before. So
Yeah, but one of the things she did is she used KV Core, boosted the property. So that was golden nugget number two. The seller is happy and you're going to get raving fans. Golden nugget number three. Did you say you got 80 leads in a week?
yes.
And out of those 80 leads, you got two contracts?
Yeah, I contacted only 40. I didn't have time for the rest.
See, now you have to get an inside sales agent, maybe. This is how you start a team, guys. For all of the people that are thinking that they want to start a team, you get business that you cannot no longer handle. So what Lydia is saying, imagine she did 4 property boosts. Okay, she might have had 200 leads, 300 leads. She would not be able to call all of them. So this is how, when you get an overflow of business, guys, for all you real estate agents watching this, here's some advice for you guys, for someone that runs a team. When you get an overflow of business, this is when you start making key hires, okay, good qualified hires. So now you can increase and leverage your time, leverage the tools, and leverage people. That's a whole different story. But here you are now, and you didn't pay anything for the system. You're getting KV Core for free with EXP. That's
It's
amazing,
a
Lydia.
monthly fee.
Hmm.
Like I never had that actually. I was paying a lot of money and I didn't get this service. I'm still impressed and amazed about EXP. I
Yeah.
cannot I cannot uh, get enough of it. Like I'm talking to everybody, my friends, guys. You have no idea what is that.
Wow. So the technology's there. What?
Technology for me was number one, like reason to move.
Yeah.
And you know
I'm.
what? I had an issue with an exclusive listing. It was like 10 o'clock at night.
Mhm.
I just went in a work chat. I put a question. 2 minutes. I had an answer.
Yeah. Yeah,
Somebody called me and said, you do that, that, and that.
what time did you send this chat
It
message? You
was
said
10 past 10 at
so
night.
past time. Yeah. So let's just dive in on that for a second, okay? So for those of you watching that are not members of EXP, um, if you were in a typical brokerage, you'd have to wait till the next day to try to get a hold of somebody at the brokerage, try to run them down in the hallway or go into the office. The manager might not be there, or leave an email or phone number and they might get back to you. The thing with EXP is they're always available through chat because technology is the number one thing for them and it's the only source of communication. You could call them, email them, or use Workplace. They make sure that they get back to you quickly. Did you get an answer at 10 o'clock at night?
Yes.
See that? She's getting answers at 10 o'clock at night. Now, that's amazing because a lot of people think that if they join EXP, they don't have that support. But in my opinion, I think you have way more support.
More support. I never had that support actually. Like in previous brokerage, my manager was my friend, and he would answer at 12 o'clock at night, even if I text him.
Yes.
I don't know if he would answer that to everybody, but here, people, I don't know. I get so much support, and all the agents are so supportive. Like I feel like I'm partner with everybody. You know,
Yeah,
I'm in a big business here, guys.
it is. Yeah. And me and you talk quite a bit too,
Yeah, like
which is
first
always
I
nice.
first I reach out to you.
Yeah.
If I get a message, I'm in the meeting. Okay, next I'm
Yeah.
going in a chat. I'm going in the word. Like
Yeah.
so many possibilities.
You know, one thing that you did amazing. So let me tell you why I enjoy watching your growth because you're a doer. When you put your mind to, and I knew this from the first day that I was talking, I would say, Lydia, you're a doer, you're a go-getter. And sometimes we don't see things in ourselves that other people see, but you are a go-getter, you have drive, and I love it. And you don't give up. So look, anything new, there is a learning curve.
Yeah.
Anything. I don't care if you're learning a new sport. Look, I'm playing golf, right? And I'm pretty damn good. I'm just joking. I'm not, you can't get good at that game, but I'm a lot better than when I started. When I started, the golf ball would be sitting there and I couldn't even hit it. It was literally sitting there and I would hit the ground. I couldn't hit it. If I didn't go through that learning curve, I wouldn't enjoy what I'm enjoying right now. So with EXP, because everything is so new, it's going to take you guys a week to learn KV Core and start implementing it. But once you learn it, if you have the wherewithal to just learn it, it's life changing. And it's not even that hard. All you have to really do is lose property boost, you
Yes, and
know?
it's so much coaching and consulting there. Like whatever you need is there. Just go
Yeah.
in the work, just go uh, in the system, and you find question, you find training, you find everything you need at your own pace. You don't know, you don't need to go to the training at 11 o'clock on Wednesday in the office. You just
Yeah.
turn on your computer, get into the office, and learn.
You know,
If you
that's
miss
an
the meeting, you can watch it tonight when while everybody is sleeping, you just watch your meeting that you missed today.
That's actually a really good point because a lot of brokerages, they probably do have good meetings, but not everybody can come face to face at 11 o'clock. And so with COVID, a lot of brokerages are trying to use Zoom and whatnot, but EXP is already so ahead of the curve. It's like trying to catch Google right now. It's like a company coming, try to catch Google or trying to catch Uber. Maybe one day it'll happen, but it won't be the old companies because they're playing from so far behind. Because KV for Core, for example, right? EXP has KV Core. Now there's a lot of brokerages say I'm going to get KV Core, but it's too late. Like you don't have everything else that comes with it. Like this company was created based on technology, so it's going to be hard for a company that has hundreds of millions of dollars as a corporation, uh, paying bricks and mortar and marketing and all that stuff. So because they have so many expenses, it's going to be hard back to give back to the agent like how EXP can. I was at the shareholders meeting. I believe Lydia, you were there too, possibly
Yeah,
for EXP, and they have zero debt on their books. Zero debt on their books. So they have the
pretty
ability. Yeah, they have the ability to share with us. So, what you know, what Lydia, you, as much as you like the technology, you're really good at introducing real estate agents to the company. Like, tell me what you think. How's your
I
experience
never thought about it.
about revenue share, right?
Yeah, I did. That didn't attract me actually. I
Yeah,
say whatever. I just want to be top producer. I want to sell like 500 houses a year. That
yeah,
was my goal.
yeah,
And then with my experience, I was experiencing like only good things at EXP. I said, "Oh my God, I never had that. Oh my God, that's so cool." And I would just call my friends and say, "Listen, you have to hear that."
exactly,
So
exactly. I'll give you an example. I had a conversation. I'm not going to mention names because he's not over yet. But I had a conversation with a real estate agent, and he was saying the same thing. He's like, I don't care about revenue share at this point. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense because I get it because you want to take your business to another level. But as you're growing your business, you're going to meet other people that you can introduce them to the company. And it's not like you're recruiting or anything like that because we're not recruiters. People will ask you, tell me about this EXP thing. So you just kind of share it. Anyway, point of the story is the analogy I used with this individual. He's like, I want to up my business. And I showed him how we're going to up his business. I go, but don't forget, because he was into working out. And the example I gave him was, a lot of guys, I know you guys are watching, so do not lie. I was one of them. So when guys get into working out, right, they want big chests, big shoulders, big arms. Then they get into back. A lot of them neglect their legs. They're like, I'm never going to wear shorts. I just want to look good in my shirt. So what happens when they reach their goal of having a nice upper body? Well, what happens is you're going to eventually want to do your legs because then you start working on your legs because your legs are going to be too skinny compared to your upper body. You workout dudes know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, chicken legs, we call them. So now you don't want chicken legs. So here's the thing, once you get your upper body, you're going to start doing legs. And once you start doing legs, you're going to like, holy, my upper body's actually getting bigger and I'm getting more proportion. The point of this workout thing is this: even though you want to concentrate on getting your business more, right? There's going to come a time where you're going to want to open another revenue stream. So top realtors, either they're investing in real estate or they're starting teams. So this revenue share gives you second revenue stream. Okay. So once you reach your upper body or you get your commission to where you want, EXP, whether you like it or not, it has, whenever you desire, has the opportunity where you can make a lot of money with revenue share. And real estate agents that were selling 500 houses a year, my personal mentor doesn't even sell houses anymore and he's concentrating on revenue share. So you noticed that, and then even though you didn't want to get into revenue share, you're going crazy with revenue share right now.
it just happened, you know. And a few weeks ago, I got a call. Somebody, I think you congratulate me. Oh, you have stocks in the company, and I said, "Ooh,
Yeah, because you
I
sold your
didn't
house.
think about it, but I make a sale. I have stocks in a company, which is
That,
great. It's just a
that's
bonus."
guys, that's the other thing. There's three streams of income with EXP: commission, stocks, and revenue share. With any other typical brokerage, you're just getting commission. Now, even with that commission line, EXP is helping you with technology and coaching with NAEA in our line, for example. But um, you get coaching and you get technology to help your commission, plus you get stocks and revenue share. And you're doing a good job with all of them.
Thank you.
Um, I'm going to put you on the spot here because I think you're just everything a real estate agent should be, you are it. So I just want you to share with maybe young real estate agents, because you've been there for 12 years, maybe young real estate agents or experienced ones that are having a little bit of trouble. I know this is a difficult question, but what is it that you think helped you become successful so you other people can implement it?
Ambition.
Ambition? Yeah, that's a good one.
I
Yeah,
think I just when I put something into my mind, everything goes there until I reach it.
I
So,
love that.
and the persistence, like you cannot do nothing and expect. If you do nothing, you get nothing. So I tried coaching. I was thinking, okay, I cannot go up if I do nothing. So, and working hard too, but I don't want to work so hard anymore. So that's why I
Yeah.
think I need like few streams of revenue. I
Hmm.
still love to sell and work to do deals. Like I still love that, and
Hmm.
I'll do that probably until the end.
Hmm. You
But I
know
love.
what? Yeah, I love what you said. And that's why I love working with you because you hit the nail on the head. Ambition, drive. One thing you said was when you get something in your mind, you just go. I don't know how to teach that. It can be taught, and we can hold you guys accountable, but that's what it takes, man. Like it's funny. If you think of success, what are some of the things that help successful people be successful? Okay. And it's ambition, it's drive, motivation, goal setting, all that stuff. I can put it into one word. You want to know what that word is?
Yes,
Habits. Habits. The habits that you do daily is going to
that's true.
it it's your habits that's going to dictate if you're successful or not in anything that you do, right?
Yeah,
you
that's true.
you take an athlete, they're
Like
practicing the craft.
the previous night, I write down what I'm gonna do tomorrow, so I know what I have to do this week. By the end of the week, I know what time, what day I'll be where, I'll do what.
Right.
That helps. The
Yeah.
habit. Yeah.
Habits is everything. So um anything else? Well, I'm glad that I can honestly say, like, someone like you would have been successful anywhere that you would have been, whether it's any brokerage. I'm just happy we're doing it together and you're with us at EXP. And I see how
Thank you
great you
for
are
bringing
doing.
me here.
Thank you. That was not easy, by the way. She said, "Thank you for bringing me here." Do you know how hard that was? It wasn't hard, but you thought about it for a long time. Why don't we walk through that? Why don't we walk through that? Like, let's talk about let's talk about that because I'm sure there's a lot of people on the fence. So let's go back to the time when we were first talking.
Okay.
Walk us through that experience.
Um, when we were on the phone, I told you, you know everything. I know everything about EXP. I kind of not interested.
Yeah, I remember that. And then I'm like, well, you should get on a Zoom call with me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And Andre introduced us, which was awesome. He introduced us. So shout out to Andre LaFountain. And then when we got on the phone, I explained everything to the EXP, and you were like, "I knew about this, but I didn't know about this like this." Uh,
Yeah.
you're like, "You explain it in such simple language. This is real." I'm like, "Yeah." And then you took your time to think about it,
I
and
didn't
then
believe
you,
it actually. I said, that's another, gimmick.
yeah, and then you took your time to think about it, and then you were back and forth, and then finally,
Few times I said, no, I'm not leaving Remax.
I remember,
Why?
and I
Why
said,
would I?
"Yeah." And then one time you said, "I'm not leaving," and then I'm like, "Okay." And then you said, "Okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna come." And then in between, you're like, "Oh, should I leave?" And then finally you said, "Okay, Rick, I'm putting my faith in you and GXP. Let's do this." And are you happy you made that choice?
Oh boy, I I regret I didn't do that earlier.
Well,
Before I should have done that earlier
well, all timing
because
is
like
div-
2 months, everything changed. Like In 2 months, I went like that. Unbelievable. Cannot believe.
Yeah, well, everything happens in divine timing. Like I said, I'm happy as can be to be partnering up with you. Thank you for coming into my life because you make me even want to work harder. So thank you for that. If anybody had any questions about EXP and they're watching you right now, what is the best way for them to contact you?
My phone number, 647-896-6080, or by
Repeat it.
email,
Okay.
lidiazamostean@gmail.com.
So the name that you see right under there, Lidia Zamostean at gmail.com. If you're watching her on her Facebook, you can reach out to her Facebook. Well, Lydia, thank you for taking the time to explain your journey to all of us. And like I said, it's a pleasure working with you, and I'm looking forward to our journey together.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm looking forward to.
Take care, guys.
Take care.
Bye
Bye
now.
bye.